They look bold, sound powerful, and promise strength for years. But by 2026, these trucks will be worth less than your phone on trade-in day. Every truck buyer dreams of owning something that lasts. Trucks are supposed to be the toughest vehicles on the road, dependable, durable, and proud symbols of hard work. But not all of them live up to that image. Some of the most popular trucks on dealer lots right now are quietly turning into financial disasters. Hidden beneath their rugged looks and big marketing claims are problems that will leave owners broke and frustrated. From major reliability issues to collapsing resale values, these are the trucks that won't survive the road to 2026. Let's start with the Buick Enclave, a full-size SUV that tries to play in the big leagues but can't keep up. Families love its roomy interior and smooth ride, but in the used market, it's a sinking ship. The Enclave is predicted to lose over half of its value in just a few years. Why? The three-row SUV market is already overcrowded. Families buy them new, drive them hard, and trade them in as soon as they show wear. The used market then floods with these vehicles, driving prices down. Buick doesn't have the prestige of luxury brands or the bulletproof reliability of Toyota and Honda, so buyers simply look elsewhere. For anyone who bought one in 2021 or 2022, the financial hit will be brutal. The Nissan Frontier is another cautionary tale. After years of neglect, Nissan finally gave it a redesign, but the market still isn't convinced. On paper, it's a capable midsize pickup. In reality, it loses about 40% of its value within 5 years, far worse than its rival, the Toyota Tacoma. That gap equals thousands of dollars in lost resale value. Nissan's reliability reputation hasn't recovered from years of poor quality across several models, and buyers remember, even though the new Frontier looks fresh, the trust isn't there. Used truck shoppers know they can get better value and dependability from competitors. Then there's the Honda Ridgeline, the truck that's not really a truck. It rides on a car-like unibody frame instead of a rugged body-on-frame chassis, which makes it comfortable and easy to drive, but also the butt of every truck joke. The Ridgeline's smooth ride and clever features, like its in-bed trunk and two-way tailgate, don't impress traditional truck buyers who want towing power, off-road ability, and raw toughness. The market punishes it with steep depreciation, dropping over 40% in 5 years. It's stuck between two worlds, too pricey for crossover buyers and too soft for truck lovers. Honda built a truck that's great at everything except being a truck, and that's why it's fading fast. The Ford Expedition might look like the ultimate family hauler, but under that massive hood lies a nightmare of reliability problems. Since 2021, owners have reported engines stalling, burning oil, and breaking fuel pumps. Air conditioning systems fail so often it's become a running joke in owner forums. When the warranty runs out, repairs can cost thousands. Full-size SUVs already cost a lot to maintain, but the Expedition pushes those costs into luxury car territory. Once the word spreads, resale values nosedive. By 2026, used buyers will be avoiding this model like a pothole on a rainy day. The Lincoln Nautilus isn't much better. As Ford's luxury cousin, it inherits many of the same mechanical problems, but adds even heavier depreciation. Lincoln vehicles lose more than half their value in 5 years. The Nautilus competes against brands like Lexus and Audi, names that actually hold value. The problem is, Lincoln doesn't have the same reliability or prestige to justify its prices. Buyers see it for what it is, a fancy Ford wearing an expensive badge. As newer, more advanced crossovers arrive on the market, the Nautilus will sink even further into obscurity. Now let's talk about the Cadillac Escalade, the king of luxury SUVs, and the king of depreciation. Once the factory warranty ends, the Escalade's value drops off a cliff, losing as much as $23,000 in a single year. The cause? The same GM V8 engine problem found in its siblings, plagued by a system called dynamic fuel management. It was designed to save fuel by deactivating cylinders, but instead it causes serious engine failures that cost more than $4,000 to fix. Buyers who once saw the Escalade as a status symbol are learning the hard way that luxury doesn't always mean long-lasting. The Infiniti QX80 continues the luxury collapse. Built on a decade-old platform, it's big, outdated, and inefficient. It guzzles gas, lacks modern technology, and feels ancient compared to its newer rivals. Infiniti's brand reputation hasn't helped either. It's viewed as unreliable and behind the times. With newer, more efficient SUVs dominating the market, the QX80's resale value will crater. By 2026, it'll be one of the least desirable full-size luxury SUVs on the market. Even Toyota, long considered the gold standard for dependability, stumbled with the 2022 and 2023 Toyota Tundra. The redesigned models were supposed to be revolutionary, but instead delivered a list of frustrating issues, build quality complaints, interior rattles, and a major engine recall affecting hundreds of thousands of trucks. For a brand that built its entire reputation on reliability, that's a serious problem. Buyers pay extra for Toyota peace of mind. When that promise breaks, so does resale value. The Tundra's stumble is a reminder that even giants can fall hard. The GMC Sierra 1500 might look strong, but it's quietly breaking hearts. And wallets. GMC ranks near the bottom in brand reliability, and the Sierra suffers from the same V8 lifter failure found in the Chevrolet Silverado and Cadillac Escalade. These repairs can cost thousands, and owners are fed up. Once buyers catch wind of a widespread engine defect, resale value plummets. Despite its bold design and luxury trim options, the Sierra's mechanical reputation has taken too many hits to recover. Finally, the truck that truly won't make it past 2026, the Nissan Titan. It's not just losing value, it's been discontinued. Nissan officially ended production in 2024 with no replacement planned. That's the death sentence for any vehicle's resale value. When a brand gives up on a model, it signals to buyers that it has no future. Over time, parts become harder to find, updates stop coming, and dealerships move on. The Titan already lost over 40% of its value in 5 years. Now that it's gone, those numbers will only get worse. By 2026, it will be one of the hardest trucks to sell, a forgotten relic of a brand that couldn't compete. Looking across all these models, the pattern is clear. Each of these trucks suffers from one of 3 fatal flaws: poor reliability, collapsing resale value, or abandonment by its own maker. They look tough on the outside, but behind the badges are design flaws, bad reputations, and financial traps. The lesson here is simple. A shiny new truck isn't always a smart buy. The real strength of a truck isn't measured by horsepower or chrome. It's measured by how well it holds up when the years and the bills start piling on. And by 2026, these 10 won't be holding up at all.